Craig. I work for a company called Due North by Surefoot Corporation. We currently distribute and manufacture footwear accessories. We are a seasonal company, and the bulk of our product is ice traction aids for your feet. My role is I'm the admin and IT manager over at Surefoot. I'm in charge of the admin department, all IT services, and training. We're in Grand Forks, North Dakota. We have 25 to 30 employees. Our revenue is around $8 million a year. I think for the most part, we're a very small company, and we've been a small company. I mean, it started with the owners working out of a garage, the two of them. And we've been in business coming on 30 years now, and we're still maintaining few employees, but our revenue keeps going up. I think that's very unique for a small company to last that long and still build year after year. As we do that, we take into consideration what our competitors are doing, and we try to make it better, make our product better. We're in North Dakota. We know ice and we know snow. We test the products ourselves. We come up with the ideas ourselves, the changes, the adjustments. I mean, we just try to always improve the products that we have as well. Several years ago, we actually didn't just focus on ice traction aids. We also had a line of clothing. So what we were using was a customized apparel ERP software based out of Canada. And once we eliminated the clothing line and focused more on certain products, that ERP did not work for us anymore. I looked at quite a few. I had probably a list of 8. I narrowed it down to 3. My management team then went and we diligently looked at all 3 of them. It was Microsoft Dynamics, NetSuite, and then SAP. I think the nail in Dynamics coffin was, first of all, the price for what we were getting. They do really well on the accounting side, very well. The CRM was really confusing, and we felt that our sales team wouldn't have grasped that very easily. So therefore it came down to NetSuite and SAP, and all the aspects of SAP just won the management team over. It did everything that every manager wanted. NetSuite, off the top of my head, I don't remember where they fell short, but SAP did not fall short. CRM, for one thing, we didn't have one prior. The sales, they absolutely love how easy it is, and to pull information, to look for information, to add information is very easy. Shipping, we were then able to integrate all of our shipping lines, our shipping carriers, all into one using SAP. For me, it's not so much the IT part, but more of the lean. I mean, we've been doing lean training for quite a few years now, and this software is just more lean for all departments. We are able to access information. Different departments can access different information. For example, my salespeople can access their orders, how they shipped. They can check to see if that shipment's been delivered. They can look up if their customer's paid, if they're past due, if anything like that. My financial people can look and pull any report they want without having to have one specific person pull those reports for them. For me, it's more of a lean thing than an IT thing. It's hard to answer this question because what we've dealt with before, I mean, a lot of what I'm going to say, that's probably common for everybody in other programs before SAP, but we didn't have it. Looking up the product to see if it was in the warehouse wasn't. If you worked in the warehouse, you could look it up. That's about it. Now anyone can look up to see how many we have on order, how many's in production. Shipping, tracking numbers, weights, costs, everything is in the system. It's all integrated. Everything is integrated into one system that everyone has access. And I think that's the greatest. As I mentioned before, we're leaning up the company as best we can. We have eliminated processes that people are doing because of how easy it is in SAP. Therefore, the productivity has increased. they're able to do more within their time frame. They're not wasting their time on mundane jobs. I mean, SAP really enables us to do more than we ever could in the same amount of time period. My financial guy really, really likes the fact that he can pull any report he wants at any time and see exactly where the money's going because it's all in one spot. Prior to SAP, we had mountains upon mountains of Excel spreadsheets, and as we're slowly getting out of that spreadsheet mentality, SAP allows us to streamline all the information into one spot, and then therefore anyone can grab it and access it and compare it, analyze it very easily. Wonderful. We do have still some bumps in the road. There's some processes that we are looking at them again. We've been using SAP almost a year now. There are some processes we need to fine tune, make sure everything's working as well as it should be. So there are some bumps in the road there, but everyone was very positive. They were, especially, and I was worried because with the old system, everyone had gripes about it, and oh my gosh, and this and that. So to turn over to a new system, they were very positive, which was wonderful, and I was not expecting that. No, and honestly, when I was looking at all in the very beginning, I don't remember what company I called. I was talking to some company, and they actually recommended SAP because they do have a small business ERP solution. Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, the knowledge you guys have, it's uncanny. I mean, they know, our consultants know everything from shipping all the way down to the general ledger, all the way through to sales. They know every aspect of a company that they need to know in order to help you integrate the system. I know if I have a question, it'll be answered right away. It put some of my management team at ease because they knew, just from how they explained it, and they may have had to show it on the big screen, but they were put at ease because they knew that Navigator knew what they were saying, and that their piece of the puzzle, my management team, their piece of the puzzle that they work on wasn't going to be broken or damaged or wrong. And that I think that helped get everyone on board with the integration, because it's a great program. It does everything we need it to do, and the integration went seamless, and Navigator is a great company to work with. We do, right now I have 16 customers set up EDI. EDI is supposed to make everything more streamlined. I personally do not like EDI. I do not. Every customer has different settings, different requirements. And to get that all done, I literally have one person that does nothing but EDI. Because of SAP and SPS Commerce, I am now able to integrate majority of my customers directly into SAP. I am therefore going to eliminate the EDI position. That is going to enable us to have the departments do their own work. Accounting will invoice EDI as well as other invoices. My shipping department will send out the ASNs. The salesman will look, the POs will be brought in automatically. The salespeople will be able to look at it, approve it themselves to let it go forward or contact. I am literally getting rid of an entire position because of that. It goes back to lean. I won't have one person doing all EDI stuff. I will break the EDI down and scatter it among the departments it should be in. My accounting will send out the invoices in the 810s. My shipping will send out the ASNs. Instead of going to a third-party website, printing out the orders, bringing them to the salesperson, having the salesperson look it over and say, yes, this is okay, going back to the computer, typing it into the system, the POs will go directly into the system, the salespeople can look at them and then approve them to go down to shipping. I'm literally getting rid of one position. SPS Commerce has always been great. I've used them for years. There's been other companies that I've had to use because my trading partners require that, and I've switched over to SPS. I can count on one hand how many issues I've had with SPS Commerce, and I've used them since, it's got to be 10 years now. They're great to work with, and I feel very confident that this will work. The salesmen are always looking for new customers, constantly, and right now we are now signed on another large vendor, and that vendor, you're required to go EDI. Because of SPS Commerce, I have no issues, no questions, no concerns about them going EDI. I know I can let them know that I need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, and it'll get done. I mean, honestly, every 2 years I look at SPS Commerce and I see, okay, is there another company out there that can do better? And I've yet to find another company that can do better. Obviously, we're going to continue to grow, expand the product line. We're always working on new products, improving current products. We're constantly working on that. SAP, I think, everything now is more robust with SAP, and that allows us to spend more time on finding new businesses, working on the products. First of all, when they're looking for a new ERP, do your homework. Make sure that you have all your questions answered. Make sure you look at the demos. Make sure that it's a good fit for you. And then once it is, and you make that decision, training. I can't say it anymore. You have to constantly train. Make sure you're using every aspect of the system that you can. I'm very likely to recommend SAP to another company. It streamlines all of our information into one spot. Everyone can access it. The processes are streamlined. You're taking out the middleman. SAP is taking out the middleman, and it lets us focus on the things that we want to do and that we do best.